Hello and welcome back to another video. This one is my October TBR list or to be read list. Getting there with the technology booktube. Obviously a lot of my videos at the moment are booktube related. However, I am in the middle of filming a vegan slimming world what I eat in a day. So that will be coming probably nearer the beginning of next week because I've got to edit it, which means I need to borrow my partner's laptop and he's got to write a presentation for a job interview on Friday. So I won't be able to use it until after he's done that. So that's the plan. So it's not just I have discovered booktube and now everything is going to be about books, although probably quite a few things will be about books. But yeah, so anyway, moving on, that's to come. This one is my October TBR. Obviously it's October, it's spooky month, it's Halloween month. I've got a nightmare-a-thon, book-a-thon, read-a-thon, whatever you want to call it, a-thon, at the end of the month. So I will have a separate TBR for that. It was quite difficult trying to pick my October TBR list versus the nightmare-a-thon list. So I'm hoping that none of these end up in the nightmare-a-thon, but they might. But to be fair, if I get through all of these, I will be very surprised. So, obviously, I have not decorated for Halloween yet, but I do have some little pumpkin dudes up at the moment. I also have another one over there, but you can't see him. I do have Halloweeny spooky things in my house all year round. Obviously, we haven't actually been in this house very long. We moved in July, so it's not completely finished in terms of organisation and decoration and where on earth everything goes. But anyway, that's not what this video is about, and I keep getting off track. So, without further ado, the books that I will be reading this month. Now, I've already started this one. You will have seen some of these on my previous TBR, but not all of them. So this is my current read. I am about halfway through. This is not for the faint-hearted. This is Love As Always, Mum by Mae West, daughter of Rosemary West. It is obviously difficult subject matter. It's written by Rosemary West's daughter. It's her experience of growing up in the house at 25 Cromwell Street with her mum and dad and what it was like for her and her journey after the crimes were discovered. As I said, not for the faint-hearted. There are some difficult bits in this book to read. It is quite difficult subject matter, but it's interesting as well. I would say it's worth a read just to kind of get in, if you're interested in criminology, that is, and sort of like the workings of the criminal mindset, the way that criminals think about things, what might drive them, that kind of thing. That's where I'm coming from on this book. If you like that kind of thing, you might enjoy this, but certainly quite triggering. Obviously there's sexual abuse involved in many of these cases, and there are not massive descriptions of that, but it is mentioned. There's kind of a lot of deviant sexual connotations to what went on within those murders. So it is a difficult book to read, but very interesting. So obviously after I finish this is quite heavy going. I'm going to want to read something a bit more light-hearted, a bit less heavy going. So I'm probably, most of these are quite spooky, it being that time of year. To be honest, I'm probably going to go for this one next. This is from the library. I borrowed this one. This is Midnight Crossroad by, no, I think it's Charlene. It could be Charlene. I'm not sure how you pronounce her name. But Charlene Harris. This is the first book in the Midnight Texas series. I have seen the TV adaptation, which is how I discovered the books. I can't wait to read this. My boyfriend very cleverly found it in the library and I was like, yay, they have it. I want to read this. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's basically, let me just read the back of it. So it's quite a dark story. It's about a chap whose grandmother was a medium. She passes away and he is also a medium. It's about a town called Midnight, and the people that live there, they all have sort of different paranormal abilities. Don't want to give too much away, but it's a kind of supernatural adventure, if you like. Quite looking forward to this. So that's probably going to be my next read after I've finished Love Always Mum. So that's my first not started book for October. After that one, I'm probably going to go for this because I really, really want to read it. You have seen me talk about this before. It is Owls Do Cry by Janet Frame. She is a New Zealand author. This is an older book. It was written, I think, in 1957. I think I've got that right. It just sounds really interesting. It's a book that's quite popular over in New Zealand, and I just really like the idea of this book. It's about a family and like the different characters within that family and how they all link together. So I'm quite looking forward to this one. Not necessarily a spooky one. I don't think this is a spooky book. This just sounds really interesting and I can't wait to read it so that I can tell you what it's like. Then next on my TBR, I keep wanting to call it a to-do list. It's not a to-do list, it's a to-be-read list. I'm just going to do the two you've seen before because then I get them out of the way. So these two are also on the list for this month. Obviously, this is more in the theme of October. So The Haunting of Hill House, the Netflix series is based on the book. Let's move that one out of the way a minute. That's definitely on my list. I'm looking forward to this. I loved the series, even though I had to watch it from behind a pillow because it made me jump a lot. And it was really creepy, really sinister. I love a haunted house book or movie or anything about haunted houses is bang up my alley. So very much looking forward to that one. Also, you will have heard of me talk about another one that I've seen the TV adaptation for and then discovered the book. You will have heard me talk about Discovery of Witches before. This is Discovery of Witches, try again, by Deborah Harkness. Again, TV adaptation from Sky. This is about witches, vampires and demons. It's a big old book. If I get to read this and anything else in October, we'll be doing quite well because I have a feeling this might take me an entire month to read. I might not get to it this month, but it's definitely on the I want to read it. I've actually had this book quite a while. I haven't got to it yet. It was a birthday present and my birthday's in June. So, you know, it's been a while. So I'm really hoping to get to this one soon. Can't wait to read that. And then I have two new books. One of these actually came this morning. This is not a spooky. This is A Silent Thread by Tracy Chevalier. Now, I've never read anything by Tracy Chevalier before. This is a book that I saw Simon from... Savage Reads, I think is his channel. He reviewed it on his channel. It sounds really interesting. I am an embroiderer. I'm a cross stitch fan. I love embroidery, and this is about a lady who goes through the tragedy of World War One. She moves following this because she's lost her fiance and her brother, so she moves for a new life. She meets a group of embroiderers who embroider the kneelers in a cathedral, and it's kind of about, I guess it's women's literature, if you like. So it's about the relationship she develops with the other women, and then like how they deal with the kind of upcoming possibilities of a Second World War. It sounds really, really interesting. It's had quite a lot of positive reviews. It's completely different for me. This is totally out of the box for what I normally read, but it's about it being about people who embroider. I actually have a pair of scissors that look exactly like this, so I couldn't resist it. So that's one I'm really looking forward to getting to. And then the last one that I have here, I've got two books on order from Book Depository which haven't come yet. So one of those is The Testaments by Anne Widdecombe. Anne Widdecombe? Have I got her name right? Hang on. Where's the other one? No, not Anne Widdecombe at all. What am I talking about? Margaret Atwood. Where did I get Anne Widdecombe from? Pass. So The Testaments by Margaret Atwood, that's one that I've got on order. Obviously, author of The Handmaid's Tale. It's the follow-on from that. And then the other book that I've got on order is The Night Circus. Can't remember who it's by. My book club that I haven't been to for a while are reading that this month. Now, my copy hasn't got here yet. I also have all these other books to read, so might not get to book club. But it's one I want to read. It sounds really interesting. So the last one on my TBR, apart from the two that haven't arrived yet, is this one. This I picked up in Octavo's bookshop in Cardiff the other day. It's my local kind of coffee shop come bookshop come independent bookseller. It's really cool. I love it. They sell gin and tonic and you can sit and read books. What's not to love? They also do coffee and, you know, more normal things, but I love the fact that you can have a coffee and a piece of cake, or you can have a drink, or you can have some food and you get to look at books at the same time. So we love you, Octavers. If anyone from Octavers is watching this, you're awesome, and I really appreciate what you do. But this is called A Skin Full of Shadows. It's by Frances Hardinge. I think that's how you say it. Again, new author to me. Love the cover, just absolutely beautiful. I think I couldn't resist it from the cover, to be honest. But then I read the back, and it's a ghost book. It's just creepy from the back. So I'll read you just a little bit off the back to give you an idea of what this is about. So it says, sometimes when a person dies, their spirit goes looking for somewhere to hide. Some people have space within them perfect for hiding. That alone got me in. So I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a proper spooky, I have a feeling, and a bit out the box as well. So I hope you enjoyed looking at my potential, oh my goodness, I can't quite believe this. How many books am I going to attempt to read in October plus a night marathon readathon? If I get through half of these, I'll be doing well. I don't read very quickly, so could be interesting. I'm hoping that YouTube might choose that as my thumbnail, having held them up for that long. But that's my pile of books. It should keep me going. As many of you know, if any of you've seen my previous videos, you will know that I have chronic pain. I'm actually doing quite well today. First day in a long time that I haven't been like wanting to strangle something. I had a really positive physio appointment yesterday, and it's kind of helped with my mindset and given me some new things to try to help my back. So hopefully I can go back to work soon. That would be really nice. Yeah, kind of crazy that I want to go back to work, but I really do want to go back to work. I'm so bored, despite the books. Yeah, so I read for chronic pain management. It's my escape, to be honest, because I don't find that medication really helps. I haven't found a lot that really helps other than escaping into a good book. So I love reading anyway. I'm not just reading because I have chronic pain, but it's one of those things. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions or you'd like to get in touch for any reason, please feel free to leave a comment below. I hope that you have a great October, that you enjoy spooky season, and I will let you know more about Night Marathon closer to the time. Have a great day. Bye for now.